I know you. You're the guy or the girl who knows three chords on guitar, the D, the G, and the A. And I know this is me teach guitar. And this is a frisbee golf course, disc golf course near my house. That was the inspiration today. All right, I'm going to show you a couple songs using those three chords. Before we do that, I want to talk about the other T. First episode was all about tuning. This is going to be a quick lesson in tempo. Tempo is the timing of a song. If you want to play with other musicians, if you want to play a song to a backing track, you have to have some sort of timing or rhythm. So how do we get in the practice of learning tempo? With something called a metronome, one of those old school pendulum things, click, click, click. There are a bunch online for your phones and your tablets and your smart whatevers. A lot are free, some cost a couple bucks. I use this one right here. You can program the BPM, beats per minute, and you need to get a click or something going on, because as we progress, as we start learning scales, you need to start off very slowly, and then as you learn the scales, bump up the speed and play each note on every click. It's how everybody learns everything. You start off very slow, and as your fingers gain the muscle memory and the dexterity, you bump up the speed the more familiar you get with it, all right? So that's why we're going to start using a click track, or a metronome. So I have this set at 40 beats per minute, not even one a second. And I'm just going to strum the chords with every click. When you're practicing these chords, get in the habit of using this click. So I'm going to hit play. I'm guessing you can hear that. So I'm just going to hit a G on every click. 2, 3. Now I'm going to go up and down. So you got to get into that habit. I'm going to stop it at 40. I'm going to bump it up to 70. Getting there. Now it's at 70. So we're going to do the same thing. This has a line going side to side. Obviously, it's not in my line of vision, so I'm just going by the click. So there's 70 beats per minute. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now down and up. You get it? So start learning, practicing strumming, and eventually scales with the metronome. It's really going to help you out. Okay, enough about all that. Let's get into, I'm going to show you two quick songs just using the A and the D and a little bit of the G. Two songs that hopefully you will recognize. And the first one is Get Back by the Beatles. I'm stripping it down a whole lot. I'm going to kind of talk the verses instead of singing. My delicate voice isn't warmed up yet, so I don't want to try to sing Paul McCartney in that octave. So I'm going to cheat the lyrics a little bit. The melody, obviously, it's a very stripped down version of the song. I kind of have it timed out at 110 beats per minute. So that's what I'm going to go with as basically a poor man's drummer. Okay, so this is what I'm going with, and it starts in A, and there's a little bit of D and a little bit of G. You'll see what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Georgia was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it wouldn't last. Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona for some California grass. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get get back. All right, so there you go. Again, it's mostly A and D with a little bit of G thrown in there. Once belong, get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. 3 chords, and you got a killer song. Another one I'm going to give you the gist of. Creedence Clearwater, Up Around the Bend. I got this pegged at 115 beats per minute. So this is the click that I'm going with. Again, I'm not going to try to sing Fogerty in Fogerty's range. So I'm going to kind of talk the verses. This one starts in D. There's a place up ahead and I'm going just as fast as my feet can fly. Come away if you're going. Leave the thinking ship behind. Come on, ride the wind. We're going up around the bend. Woo! Alright, so here's the deal. You might have heard me go way off time. Number one, the way the click is placed, the metronome, I can't really hear it, nor can I see the bars. So that's how easy it is to go off of time. But the moral of the story is the chords I was using, D, A, and G. That's the point that I wanted to get across to you. All right, there you go. We talked about tempo. I showed you a couple songs. If you count the song from the second lesson, the White Stripes song, you now know 3 songs. All right, next time we're going to dive a little bit deeper into finding songs. Then we'll get back to chords. Keep practicing. Use the metronome.